All right.
I'm missing some guys. Or no, we got Waffle. Got Dane Waffle, the captain, as well as Leo Dose and Vandeven in net for the Cardinals. You'll start with the top line. The senior captain, Peyton Umentum. At the left wing, sophomore, 6'2", 285-pound left shot Mason King. At the right wing, Parker Zabel, the junior at 5'10", 150 pounds. On D, you'll see a man who impressed me in the last game, kind of all over the ice, great stick, but took away a lot of passing lanes. Assistant captain number 7, Nick Obernader, and he'll get Mason Freese, the sophomore, to play with him. And in net, Colin Gamble, who was pretty good in that last game. It was a little bit of a struggle for the Cards in front of him, but he had a good game overall. And Jeff, while you see we get that back up and running, why don't we step aside for the national anthem? We'll come back with Puck Drop after this on Jeff's Livestreams in cooperation with Radio Plus.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Welcome back here to the Fond du Lac Blue Line here in Fond du Lac. Right Way Home Improvement opening face-off coming up here next. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. Thanks again to all of our sponsors that were here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. As we get ready here to start this contest, Justin.
Yep, going to be a good game. You get top line versus second line. Kosarek and Umentum will battle in the face-off circle to start. Should be a good one here from the blue line.
And here we go.
Puck is fired up the wall. Zabel will pick it up in his own zone. Look around, cross-ice pass. Hits Mason King in the neutral zone. King dumps in deep. While Bonnie trying to go with that solid, just dump and chase hockey, trying to keep something simple. Big hit to start from Mason King, coming the other way. It's Wiehausen, and he'll dump it in deep, picked up by Obernader. Obernader will wind things up and bring it up through the neutral zone. Cuts across the far side of the ice, looks around. Slowly works his way around the net. Pass out front. Zabel has it go off his skates. Coming with speed down this side is Lee. Lee chips, can't get it by Murphy. Back into their own zone and regrouping. Coming the other way, a hinge play, looks for a far side pass to Lee, hits him in stride. Pass in the middle, under the stick of the center. Zabel with speed gets knocked down and dumps it in deep. Austin Lee will pick it up and rim it all the way around for Max Grenia. Grenia picks it up in his own zone, back to Austin Lee, tries to get it through. Caden Momentum cannot. Now back in deep by Wayner. Fired around the backside of the cage. Lee again picks up in his own zone, fires it up the wall, picked up by Maddox King, fires it off his own man, Caden Momentum. Chipped into the neutral zone, 2-on-2 rush the other way. Coming with speed is Burkholz, drops it back. Grenia lost it, poked away by Brady Wayner. Grenia looks, got a man coming down the slot. Couldn't find him, up top they go. Dumped back in deep, it'll come all the way around the net for Grenia. Grenia with the backhand pass off the stick of Killian Murphy, fired wide of the net of Colin Gamble. Maddox King will pick it up on the left wing of his own zone, bring it into the neutral zone, throws a backhand pass for Czar, too strong. Man got some speed here, but just can't find him cleanly. Looking for Palmer Anderson, he fires it all the way down, no ice. Obernader behind his own cage with a quick pass. Czar all the way cross ice, hits Maddox King, can't handle it. Fired back, a little bit of a, just kind of whacking it around to start here. Not a whole lot of consistent neutral zone or offensive pressure from either team.
Yeah, not a lot of even feeling out, Justin, because like you said, they're just slapping it around here, and you don't expect to see that at the high school level.
Not yet. Ace Wiskow fires it up the zone. Chipped out by Obernader. Chance for the other way. Freezy cuts off his man. It's dumped back into the neutral zone. Palmer Anderson will pick it back up. Makes one move, gets bumped off the puck, and it's dumped into the neutral zone around Cooper Sobel.
That was a nice play by Freezy because they had the 2-on-1 developing there for the Voyagers. Did a good job of getting it back into the neutral zone and stop the attack.
Good play by the sophomore. He rims it all the way out. Picked up by Reed Sands in his own zone for the Voyagers. Sands hits Easton LaBelle. LaBelle looks around, throws a cross-ice pass underneath the stick. It'll be an icing at the 14:08 mark.
So far, Justin, again, I'd like to say they're feeling each other out, but I don't even see.
Oh, they're going to say that was touched and put it at center ice. I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kasarik will take the draw, and won by Peyton Momentum cleanly back to Eli Czar. Czar picks it up in his own zone, throws a pass in the middle of the ice. Too strong for Momentum. It's an ice. Back-to-back, what should have been icing, since I don't think that one was touched by Fond du Lac.
Hey, Justin, explain to people out there what icing is if you're not a hockey aficionado.
Yeah, basically, if you're on your side of the red line, your defensive side of the red line, you fire it all the way down past the goal line, it's an ice. As long as it doesn't touch a player in red or white. Draws one to Eli Czar. One thing Fondy is normally consistently very good at is winning faceoffs. Have good center depth on this team. 3-on-2 rush the other way with Parker Zabel. Zabel down the right wing. Comes around the net, pass up top. Good back check by the Voyagers, picked up with speed in their own zone. Big, tall, lanky Landon Smith overhandles it and puts himself off sides.
Wayner with a nice follow through on the check, even though the puck was offsides. I was surprised, Justin, at that attack there. They had the 3-on to go, had 3-on-2, and instead of going all the way 3 across, they decided to drop back and go.
Well, you never want to go 3 across.
Okay,
that cuts off your passing lanes, and that.
But I thought that the two guys who were down on the attack, and I can't remember who they were too close together.
Yeah, you want to create a 2-on-1, and every 3-on-2 you want to turn it into a 2-on-1 is the way you look at it. You pick two guys, you attack a defenseman, and that's kind of how you go. And they make the other guy makes it a 1-on-1. He's got to take that far side defenseman, though, away when he goes to the net. Picked up by Grenia, finds his center in the middle, had it go underneath his stick. Freezy in his own zone, backhand rim all the way around, picked up by Obernader along the wall on the backhand. Obernader slows things up and spins back. Goes back behind his net to Freezy. Freezy will go right back to Obernader. Got to go up the wall. He does. Killian Murphy can't get to it cleanly. Picked up by the captain in the neutral zone. Dane Waffle with a hinge play into the middle of the ice. Puck fired all the way down. Goaltender came out of his net. They'll call it an ice anyways.
Trying to close that iris.
Oh yeah, not that I agree with that. That I think it wasn't an icing, but the goaltender, if he comes out of his net, it's not supposed to be an icing. But what do I know?
Well, that's at the junior level. It is not at the high school.
I'm pretty sure it's at the high school level too.
No, it's not.
Oh?
It's okay as long as he doesn't play it, he can come out of the net. He just can't play it.
Against the other way coming Trevin Rebeck, his first shift of the game. He's out there with Cooper Sobel and Beckett Weber. Rebeck pokes it away, picked up by Palmer Anderson in his own zone along the wall, kept in by a good defensive play by the big fella. Big, tall, lanky defenseman, and Brady Wayner. Pass out front, shot wide by Trevin Rebeck. Czar picks it up on the right wing, fires a shot into the glove. An easy one for Van de Ven. First official shot of the game. 4:56 or 4:52 into it. It's a long time, Jeff.
It is. Before you get your first one on net. I mean, that's just shocking to me that it take that long.
Koceric will take the draw. He wins it forward. Can't get it out, though. Wayner tries to dump it back in. Koceric will pick it up in his own zone. Knocked away by Zabel. Zabel tries to chip it in deep. Cannot. It's chipped off of him. Momentum cuts through the neutral zone. Poked off his stick, and he pokes it off of another stick. Fired around and just kind of whacked in deep by Landon Smith. Behind his own net. Backhand pass from Czar to Mason King. King throws a cross-ice pass off the body of Zabel. Picked up in stride by Eli Czar. Cut off by Landon Smith and rimmed all the way around. Too strong for everybody. Zabel will pick it up in the neutral zone. Works back into his own zone. Cuts up the left wing. Has it poked off his stick and fired off the wall and picked up by Obernader. He will reset. Poked off of him by Landon Smith. Obernader reverses play to Czar. Czar spins away from a would-be check of Koceric. Obernader tried to hit Zabel, and he came off his half-well. Zabel looks for a far side pass, no good for Umentum. Quick pass from Koceric. Finds his man in a nice cross-ice look onto the stick of Reed Sands. Sands got a man in the middle of the ice. He looks for him. Hits him in stride, just tapped wide. Good chance for Max Grenia. The leading point scorer on this team. It's fired all the way down by Zabel. It was tipped, no ice. Will Burkholz will pick it up in his own zone. One of the captains for this Voyagers team throws a pass to Max Grenia. Tries to get it over to Austin Lee, no good. Dumped in deep by Killian Murphy, who has been elevated to this second line today. 10.5 to go in the first. Chance with speed the other way, but good keep by Obernader. Sands in his own zone, lost the puck, pass out front, nobody home. Burkholz put it off the skate of Murphy. It ends up going wide to the goaltender. Picked up by J.P. Verboot. Stolen away by Umentum. Umentum slows things down in the corner and rims it all the way around to Maddox King. King back up top to Obernader. Obernader walks the line, throws a cross-ice pass under Freese. He's got a lane to the net. Shot. Blocker save. Made and knocked away by Van de Ven. Coming with speed is Max Grenia down the left wing. Pass in the middle of the ice. Austin Lee with the backhand move. Shot fired wide. Couldn't get a clean hold of it. A good defensive play just to get enough of him. Too many men on the ice, but nobody touched it, so an argument from Coach Saracen will not be called.
Should it have been?
Nope, didn't play it.
Well, it doesn't matter. You still can't have 7 guys standing on the ice if they don't play it.
Well, Fonte just got away with it right there, too.
Right, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what is right. What's the interpretation of the rule, right? You're allowed to have 1 stride or 2 strides to the bench.
Cooper Sobel with a good chance. A nice save from Van de Ven. Chipped off the glass. Man with speed, Palmer Anderson getting chased by Wayner. Makes a move, and Wayner lays him out. He's going to get a charging penalty most likely. We'll see what the call is. Palmer Anderson was laid out by Brady Wayner. Early season, so I'd be interested to see what they'll call here.
Wayner came in with a lot of speed there and came up high. Just laid him out.
Like I said, we'll see what they officially call here. Cross check, yep. That is the if-so facto way of saying he did something worse than a cross check, but it's the early season and he's not going to call it anything worse than that. Had a couple of those the other night, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. And what was the reason why it'd be a cross check, Justin?
I don't even know. It was probably a charge because he left his feet, actually. That probably should have been the call, but whatever. You'll see this power play unit of Koceric out there and an offsides call will help me get them fully in there. Power play unit of Koceric, Weehausen, Smith, Waffle, and Dose. Occasionally you'll see Palmer Anderson out there with them.
Not necessarily what you want to see start the power play there. You get an offensive zone draw, but then take it off sides.
It let loose over here, Justin, so that's why.
I was like, what are we doing?
I was trying to fix it for you so you could actually see with it.
Zabel and Umentum, two very good penalty killers, will get the start on the penalty kill for Fond du Lac. Draws one back. Dose will bring it into the offensive zone. Dose looks around. Palmer Anderson out there now with this unit. Anderson drops it down low. Backdoor pass off the stick of Eli Czar. Good stick from him. Battle forward in the corner. Czar wins, chips it off the glass, knocked down by the glove of Waffle. And Waffle gets laid out by Peyton Umentum. Fans wanted a call, none coming. Waffle picks it up in his own zone.
Perfectly legal hit.
I didn't see it cleanly, so I didn't know exactly what they said. The big Landon Smith will pick this up and throw it cross ice onto the stick of Koceric, dumped in by Palmer Anderson into the chest of Colin Gamble. Those are tough. Those ones are tough when they're dipping and diving like that for a goaltender. You got to make sure you keep it in front of you.
Pretty good accuracy for just trying to dump the puck in, put it right on net, and you know it's exactly what you want to do because it takes one slip up, one mistake down there, and just like that, you find yourself up 1-0.
Burkholtz out there with Greenya, LaBelle, Lee, and Van de Helden. Puck goes up top, picked up, shot, walking down Austin Lee. Shot coming up top, tipped in front. Gamble with the stop and another one on the rebound. Good forecheck in there by Burkholtz. Back to Austin Lee. Lee walks down, throws a cross-ice pass. Man out front, poked off his stick by Maddox King. King in a 2-on-2 the other way, does the right decision and dumps it in deep. Max Grenier will pick it up his own zone. Gets held up by Caden Umentum, but he'll spin away. 37 seconds to go in the power play. Obernader steps up, dumps it back in deep. Van de Helden throws a pass quick in the middle for Max Grenier. Grenier brings it in the left wing side. Grenier comes around the net looking for some help, gets bumped off the puck by Freese. Austin Lee throws below the goal line. Slowing things down and looking around.
Boy, they had them both open on the back door.
Grenier walks in, throws a pass out front. Puck is loose. Fired off one man. Backhander stopped by Gamble. Gamble with the blocker save. Man coming out of the backs is Wayner. Weber tries to get it out. He cannot. Dumped back in deep. Shot in front. Another glove save by Gamble.
Wow.
Austin
Awesome.
Lee with another chance. And Colin Gamble swallows it up with the pads, and it comes up and he gloves it away.
Nice job there by Gamble. Not to panic. Just staying right there following the puck. Very impressed with that young man.
Did a good job staying with his feet, too, tracking the puck and finding rebounds. Top line, or second line of Koceric, Landon Smith will come back out. Dumped in deep by Dose. It's going to come all the way around and be picked up by Maddox King. He dumps it back for his defenseman, Freese. Freese turns it over in his own zone to Landon Smith. Smith has it poked away, but he gets it and dumps it deep to Koceric. Koceric working in the corner, back up top. Dose, shot, tipped, chucker save once again. Gamble seeing the puck well early here. Obernader will bring it up with speed down the left wing. Gets bumped off the puck by Landon Smith, but he got it in deep behind the cage. Killian Murphy tried to hit his man, and he'll pick it up in the offensive zone. Murphy gets bumped off the puck. Loose in front for Wayner. Shot blocked in front. Chip pass in the neutral zone. Kind of through everybody. Picked up in his own zone by Leo Dose. Dose has it knocked down. Umentum gets bucked off the puck, but he keeps it in the zone with his skate.
Oh, I'm surprised that there wasn't the offsides here.
There's offsides now as Brady Wayner got caught going just a tad bit early. Waffle picks it up and throws it to Koceric. Koceric with a quick up to Landon Smith. He chips it into the zone but doesn't get it all the way. Killian Murphy knocks the puck away and back into the neutral zone, picked up by Waffle. Waffle dumped back in deep by a smart play by Griffin Weehausen. Forecheck coming in hot from Will Burkholtz. He pins up his man. Eli Czar will bring it out. Czar with speed down the left wing. Can't get it through Austin Lee. Lee will dump back into the neutral zone to Will Burkholz. Burkholz chips it around Wainer. Tries to beat him with speed. He cannot beat the long reach. Greenya tries to make a move. Momentum knocks him off the puck. Mason King tries to chip it around the defenseman. He can't. Dump down for Max Greenya now. Greenya makes one move around one man. Shimmy shake along the wall. Stick lift. Coming the other way, Momentum with speed. Momentum cuts all the way across the ice down the right wing. Got a man out front. Passes the bell. Just missed him.
I thought that was an offsides as he came in here. The
was close.
referee is the one that had to call it, but he was already down into near the goal line. But it's early season, as you mentioned before, Justin. So
that's a hard call too, and that's the argument where they have the four officials argument in Wisconsin high school hockey. Whether it comes or it doesn't come, but there's an argument to it. 2-on-2 rush the other way. Palmer Anderson can't make the move around one man. Dumped off the puck by Cooper Sabel, and Anderson will pick it up and rim it deep. Goes through the stick. Obernader goes back up the wall. Kept in at the line, goes through Mason King. Obernader will get it back in his own zone. Chip it off the boards into the neutral zone, too far for Zabel. Chance for Cooper Sabel if he can get there in time. Poked away by Reed Sands. Zabel back up the wall, gets bumped off the puck by Sands and some help. Sands makes one move, comes up down the left wing. Sands reaches the red and dumps it in deep. Colin Gamble picks it up behind his own net, taps it back for Eli Czar. Czar with a quick pass, too far for everybody into the neutral zone. Vanden Helden throws it cross ice, picked off by Trevin Rebeck. Rebeck walks in with speed. He looks like he was hooked, and he was tripped. Didn't matter. They will call. Palmer Anderson will go off. Nope, I think we're going to get this one. It will not go on Palmer Anderson. This one will go on number, I believe that's 21, Ace Wiskow. Will go off at, let's do my math here. The 13-14 mark.
You see the clock?
The 13-14 mark. The 13-14 mark, Jeff. Momentum in this top power play unit will come out. Has been a struggle giving up short-handers for this Fondy team. We'll see if they can get the power play back up and rolling. Turnover in the middle of the ice to Landon Smith. Obernader is back.
Here's that opportunity that we talked about. They've got to get their power play rolling here. Depere put on their power play, they put 4 shots on net. And now let's see if Fond du Lac can return the favor.
Shot 7-3 with 3:20 to go in this period in favor of the Voyagers. Momentum drops it back for Obernader. Got to have a good entry into the zone. Fondy has not found themselves cleanly in the zone yet. They will here with Czar passing over to Maddox King. Back up top to Czar. Czar with a hip swivel and walks the line. Drops it down to Peyton Momentum. Back up top to Eli Czar. Czar shot through traffic, goes wide. Loose in front, shot in the goal. Caden Momentum off the backboards, and Fondy leads 1-0. Assists are going to go to Maddox King and Eli Czar. Puck was fired off them bouncy half wall or backboards here at Fond du Lac and comes right out front for Caden Momentum to bury it.
Well, we talk about putting shots on net. There you go. You get a power play from the tripping call down low, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals is able to take advantage. Only their 4th shot on goal tonight, but man, they're up 1-0 now, big early in this first period.
I was impressed the way that Momentum came in and crashed on that, Justin.
Well, that's something, that's a home ice advantage thing. You have to realize that the blue line, the backboards behind the nets are super lively. Fire it off of there on the power play. If you don't have a clean shot, Fondy ices the puck right off the faceoff with 2:50 to go in the first. But you break your streak. The streak ends at, now I got to do math again.
It's about 1:16 coming in, so roughly
15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes of game time.
14 minutes.
14 minutes a game, so 130 minutes.
130 minutes without a goal. They finally put one in on the power play, and doesn't really matter how it gets done as long as he gets them up there.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
That's exactly right.
Puck is rimmed around for Mason King in his own zone. King chips into the neutral zone. Caught up by this backhand stick of Zabel. He gets it knocked away by Burkholz. Burkholz bumped off the puck and pinched by Friese and Zabel. Stolen in the neutral zone, coming in with some speed is Michael Vanden Helden. Vanden Helden shot. Patted away by Gamble. Gamble doing a good job of rebound control early here, Jeff.
Yeah, he has. He's done a good job. Coach had talked to us the last time that we did this game. Gamble, again, there was not a lot of people who were getting experience over the last 4 years with Schober in net. Ended up taking a lot of time this summer, and you talked about it before. Spent a lot of time with Chris Snell. And who could you ask better for a coach to help you get yourself prepared for the season?
Yeah, played in AHL for the Rochester Americans for a long time. Bowling Green player. I mean, obviously a goaltender that played at a high level and never really got the shot in the NHL. Played for the Hartford Wolfpack. Cooper Sabo with a nice move. Backhander fired wide, blocked in front. 1:45 to go now. Reed Sands behind his own net, gives it to Ace Wiskow. Lost it. Trevin Rebeck, backhand pass off the outside of the net, and it sticks on the outside of the net. Face-off will stay with 1:37 to go in the first.
Mackay, so far the action has been heated up here more this last 6 minutes, I would say. We're seeing a lot more action here from Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take some time, right? We talked about the different rink size coming in for Depere today. Fond du Lac's kind of been on a cold streak when it's coming to offensive, so we knew it was going to be sloppy earlier. It has, but finally I think both teams are kind of clicking, getting some more shots down, and we'll see how it continues to progress through the rest of this first period and into the second.
Palmer Anderson with a little bit too strong of a chip. It goes all the way down for an icing with 1.5 to go in the first. Make sure that I didn't hear an announcement on the goal, so I'd like to make sure my numbers are correct on that.
Justin, if there's one thing is, I do trust you on that.
I don't know why. It's easier. Sometimes it's easy to pick up. Anderson, he's got numbers, a 2-on-1. Chips in, docked away by the skate of Eli Czar. Good defensive play to be aggressive and take away the angle. Obernader will bring it up with speed with 1:15 to go. Obernader down the wing, shot into the glove of Van de Ven.
What a shot there by Obernader. Boy, did he have some good pace on that.
Good speed and shooting with his feet moving, but just a good stop by Van de Ven. He was ready for it and knocks it down with a glove.
Yeah, he had eyes on it the whole time. He's able to just watch the puck into his glove. It's exactly what you want from your goalie back there, especially when you know the shot's probably coming. He didn't really have much coming up in the middle of the ice. So good play by Van de Ven, puts the glove out there, gets another save, and get an offensive zone draw here.
One back to Freese. Freese with a shot, just goes wide. Landon Smith gets bumped off the puck in his own zone. Peyton Umentum with some nice moves along the wall, gets around Koceric. Tries to get around Waffle, cannot. Waffle spins away from one man, looks around. Trying to get the puck out, chips it off the glass. It comes into the neutral zone, it goes all the way down. The puck is rolling. Will it be an ice? No ice, they say. Waynard drops it back behind the net for Mason Freese. Freese, quick up, too strong for Zabel. Leo Dose in the neutral zone, throws a cross-ice pack, knocked down by Mason King. King with a 2-on-2 rush the other way, chips around the defenseman. Got a man in the middle, Isabel, shot, patted away by Van de Ven. Chipped around by Landon Smith. Umentum with a good back check and picks it up. Freese throws it up, stolen in the middle by Waffle. Waffle makes a move into the middle of the ice. Waffle walks in, shoots into the chest of Colin Gamble with 22.6 to go in the period. It's a good move in the middle of the ice by the captain, Dane Waffle.
Good move, just not necessarily where you want to put it right on the numbers there. Goalie's going to get that, especially when he's got a clear line of sight to it. Picks it up most of the time.
Hey, it takes really good accuracy to put the ball or the puck in the middle of the 0 with a 3. And you know what I mean, Jeff?
Yeah, it does, right. Right straight into the body.
20 seconds to go in the period. Picked up by the assistant captain, Max Grenia, in his offensive zone. Cycles the puck down for Austin Lee. Back up top. Ace Wiskow back down to Austin Lee. Cross-ice pass onto it. Reed Sands. Fired wide. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. Fondy will chip into the neutral zone and take a 1-0 lead into the second period. Shots finished 9-7. Jeff, what do you got for us?
That first period there was sponsored by Wisconsin Lighting Lab here as we get ready for the intermission here. What I saw in that towards the end here, Justin, especially, was amazing work here by Depere to try and get that back, but the Cardinals were able to respond.
Yeah, I would say the majority of the play to me was held in the Depere end. They offensively, they cycled the puck well, never really had a clean. They had the one quality look on Colin Gamble, and that was about it. Everything Fondy doing again. What they did in the first period against Neenah, they kept them to the outside. They took away a lot of the middle of the ice, and they did that well again here in the first.
We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back here on the intermission report sponsored by Holiday Automotive. It's worth the trip. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Justin Schwartzmiller, Mackay Ackerman, and Jacobs listening as well here from the Fond du Lac Blue Line.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail, A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to the Final Act Blue Line again. Thank you to all of our sponsors for sponsoring us here during this season. We really appreciate it. We can't bring these broadcasts to you without it. One of the things I also need from the 18 computers who are logged on here is I need you to participate with us. Get into that YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players. And it doesn't matter to us if you're a Cardinals fan or if you're a Voyagers fan. These boys will go back and watch this. And I know that Depere's got their own stream running, which is fantastic. I am glad to share the wealth, and I'm glad that there's other teams that are willing to do this out there. But let us know what your thoughts are of that first period, and we'll give you that shout out. Justin, your turn here to give us, I'll fix that for you while you start talking about everything else here. Give us your thoughts here of that first period.
Well, we talked about how there was a possibility of a feeling out process early, and I don't think there was at all. I think it was just bad system hockey. Both teams really didn't find themselves into a consistent offensive zone cycle or anything where the puck was moving well enough. Defensively, both teams kind of kept everybody to the outside. Neutral zone play was sloppy. Puck was kind of a lot of missed passes, and it didn't look great to start. You end up getting a couple penalties. Brady Wayner took a cross-checking penalty, which, whether it was a cross-check or not, whatever you want to call, it's an early. I call it the early season charge or early season check from behind or head contact. They just call it a cross-check or a rough. And once you get later in the season, they'll start calling that legitimately. And then late in the period of the 13-14 mark, a tripping penalty taken by number 21, Ace Wiskow of the Depere Voyagers. And then at the 14:05 mark, goal scored by Caden Umentum, assisted by Maddox King and Peyton Umentum. A shot from the point that just went wide, went off the back wall, came right out front. And that's playing a home ice advantage. You know, in the NHL, they always talked about how the old Joe Louis Arena in Detroit was like that. They had the backboards that were super lively. The puck would come out in the slot all the time. Well, you shoot the puck wide every once in a while here, and you put it in the right spot. It's coming right out on that near side or on that far side post, and Umentum was ready and fired it home.
Great job there getting that power play goal, which was the first goal scored by the Final Act Cardinals in 130 minutes worth of time. So Coach Saracen has to be tickled pink about the fact that he was able to get a goal here, especially on the power play, because we've talked about that before. In their last game, they gave up 3 shorthanded goals, which means, again, that they gave them up while they were on the power play. So he's got to be happy with the effort that his boys gave.
Yeah, and it only took him 55 seconds on the power play, too. It didn't take him much time to get that one. But, again, you look at it in a Fondy perspective, you're happy with the way things went in the first period. But if you're Depere, shots are 9-7 or 10-7, whatever we got here officially. But you're Depere, you're not even mad about it, because at the end of the period, after Fondy scored that goal with 3 minutes-ish to go, the play was controlled in the Depere end, minus a couple icings from Depere. Everything else, Depere had cycles. They had pucks getting into the slot. They just didn't find themselves putting the puck in the net. Colin Gamble's playing great. His rebound control's been very good. His stick has been very active, deflecting pucks into each corner away from traffic.
We're going to step aside here. There's only about 2 laps left here for the Zamboni. And, again, we don't know because Fond du Lac didn't put up the 12 minutes there. That's what you're supposed to get for intermission time. Just try and make things equal out. But we'll step aside here, and we'll be back. You're listening to Justin Schwartzmiller along with Jeff Sauer and Mackay Ackerman. And Mackay will get your thoughts after we come back from these messages.
Discover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, 3rd generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome back here to the Fond du Lac Blue Line as we get ready here for the start of the second period. This intermission report is brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Again, worth the trip here. Thanks again to Holiday Automotive for being one of our sponsors. Justin, again, your thought. No, Makai, let's come back to you. Your thoughts. If you were the coach for Depere, what would you be telling that team as they get ready here for the second period?
Yeah, not much you can really tell them in the locker room right now, right? Like Justin said, I think he hit the nail on the head there. Is they really had control of this first period, minus a couple of just some things. They had the penalty down low, which obviously led to the goal scoring there for Fond du Lac. They coming out on the power play, put the puck in the net. But when you're looking at it from a Depere side of things, they had a lot of sustained pressure later in that first period there. They were setting some stuff up in transition around here. And honestly, they had some good shots on goal, just couldn't finally get it there. And then they had one final shot there at the end of the first period, but their pass kind of went wide. Fondy took it out and just drained the couple of seconds that were left on the clock. But if you're Depere, you come out here, I think you finally found your footing out there on the ice. You're getting your system to work. You put some shots on the goal. I think you'll eventually find one or even a couple here in the second period.
Justin, just after I give this read here with thanks to the Sarower Family Dental for being a part of our high school sports coverage, Dr. Todd Sarower is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sarower, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sarower family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SarowerDental.com today. What did Coach Saracen say in the locker room, Justin?
Well, you're happy the way things went, obviously. You're up 1-0. You got a power play goal, but you had some chances that were stops were made, but you're looking at it as a positive. Yeah, ended that goalless drought of 130 minutes. You got pucks to the net. You got bodies to the net. That was how they scored their goal. The puck went to the net. It may have went wide, but they had bodies up front. It was tough for Van de Ven to see. Ends up coming back out front and they score, and you're happy with the way your goaltender's playing and the way your defense is playing, keeping everything to the outside. They're doing a great job not letting stuff come in the middle of the ice. And on a rink like this, if you keep stuff to the outside, you cut down angles for everybody. When it's so wide, when you play on this Olympic-style rink, if you're playing outside the dots, it's very hard to be able to get any sort of attack to the net.
As we get ready here for the second period face-off. Fond du Lac again has to feel really good about themselves right now for getting things rolling here to get a goal and start their offense. One of the things that a lot of people don't pay attention to, Justin, here also is you got the longer change here coming in the second period.
Yeah, and it's even longer on an Olympic-sized sheet. It makes it a little bit more difficult, but again, the Piers seem to be perfectly okay playing on this big size of the rink. They controlled the play very well. The passes weren't always clicking for either team to start. And the Burkholz line will start here for Depere, and the draw is one back to Max Grenia. Grenia comes into the 2-on-2 rush, makes a move around Obernader, has it on the backhand, spins all the way around the backside of the net, slows things down and throws it in the middle of the ice. Pass, shot, Will Burkholz. Patted away by Colin Gamble once again. Grenia gets knocked down. Shot. Burkholz, glove save by Gamble. Didn't see it all the way, just got a piece of it. Mason King in the neutral zone, cross ice pass for Parker Zabel in a one-on-one situation. Zabel makes a move around one man, gets bumped off the puck by the back check of Max Grenia. In his own zone with speed. Coming the other way, Austin Lee. Lee Man falls down in the neutral zone. Pass too far for Max Grenia. They wave off the icing. Say he got to the red. Kosaric bumps his man. Break out the other way, coming with Umentum. Baiting Umentum. Pass to Czar. Pass out front, nobody home. Picked off, and they'll come the other way. Tries to hit a stretch pass to the far side. Too strong for everybody. It will be an ice. Griffin Wiehausen was looking on that far side. Nobody home. It's an ice. .102 into this one. We get our first whistle of the period. Fondy will have an offensive zone draw. Caden Umentum, Killian Murphy, Maddox King will come out with Czar and Wayner on the defensive end. Kosaric will take the draw, and he'll win it, but it's picked up by Maddox King. Murphy tries to chip it around his man, stolen, and they'll come the other way with Landon Smith. Smith gets the red, dumps in deep on Gamble. Gamble just got a piece of it, and it didn't come off cleanly off his stick. Eli Czar makes around one check, tries to chip into the neutral zone, gets around Wiehausen, picks it up. 2-on-2 rush. Czar spins away, bends back into Wiehausen. Wiehausen throws a check. It's going to be an elbow, and Fondy's going to get a power play.
1 for 1 on the power play today for Fondy, and like you said before, it was kind of quick on their power play. I think it was 55 seconds in. They found a way to score, so they're going to do something similar here early in the second period.
Now, Wiehausen will go off for an elbow, and it was pretty clear. And Eli Czar's a pretty big guy, and if you're getting him in the head, it's not definitely on purpose, accidental, whatever you want to say. Cooper Sobel's unit comes out. He loses the draw, but he keeps it in. Throws it right into a Voyagers player. Now Palmer Anderson with speed. Chance shorthanded. Anderson cuts to the middle. Stopped by Gamble. Runs into the goaltender. We will see what the penalty is. It's going to be a holding, and it's going to be on Brady Wayner. Brady Wayner throws a shot at a player. Palmer Anderson couldn't do anything. He was held down and went into Colin Gamble because he was taken down. It'll now be 4-on-4, and I think he's going to get a second penalty as well. They might give Wayner a misconduct as well. I saw the ref go to the hips for a second there. Yep, he's going to get a misconduct as well. So he's going to get a 2 and a 10. And Fondy will have to send somebody to the box with him, would be my guess, unless they give him a double 2, which they could do. They're going to give him a double 2, I think. Yep. 4-minute penalty on Brady Wayner, and there goes the power play just 12 seconds in. Now a whole lot of ice opens up in 4-on-4 on the Olympic sheet. Will Burkholz loses the draw to Umentum. Czar rims it up the boards. Max Grenia is there. Grenia walks the line, drops it back down to Burkholz. Grenia gets it back. Cuts in the middle of the ice. Grenia looks around, gives it to Waffle. Shot in front. Pad saved by Gamble. Rebound loose. Picked up by Austin Lee. Lee backhand pass to Max Grenia. He'll walk in. Grenia shoots, blocked in front by Czar. Burkholz back to Grenia. Grenia back down to Burkholz. Burkholz in his own zone. Back up top. Waffle looks, shot, blocked in front by his own man. Pass, nobody home. Waffle over to Grenia. If he was a righty, it was a one-timer just on the wrong side of his body. Fondy player lost and broke a stick. Czar gets bumped off the puck, kept in by a nice play. Man out front all alone, just couldn't get to it. Waffle picks it up in his own zone, or his offensive zone, spins away, gives it to Landon Smith. Czar pokes it away. He'll get to it. 2-on-2 chance the other way if he can get around. Now it's a 2-on-1. Him and Zabel. Backhand pass. Out front. Zabel, one-timer just wide. And with speed the other way we go. Dane Waffle down the left wing. Waffle shoots. Blocker saved by Gamble. Up in the air, just wide. Gamble's, it's loose in front. Comes out. Umentum picks it away and clears on the ice.
Wow. Was that lucky there for Gamble? I'm pretty sure that was sitting on the goal line right in front of the post. Was able to pull it away.
Yeah, and that was, and we talked about his rebound control previously, was very good. It was not good there. Didn't get it cleanly off the blocker, but you live and die by the sword, and it didn't hurt him. So Kosaric will take the draw out there with Palmer Anderson.
21 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then there's going to be a good 2+ for the Voyagers on power play.
And if they score in the first 10 seconds or 12 seconds, they still get another 2-minute power play.
Right.
Draw one back to Obernader. Now 15 seconds. He'll drop it back for Freese. Freese couldn't handle it cleanly. Kosaric dumps it back down, trying to find Palmer Anderson, but Freese steals. Comes up. to Van Helden. Van Helden shot tipped in front, just wide by Palmer Anderson. Smith finds Anderson all alone out front, drops it back up to Van Helden, back to Anderson. Power play is now on. Pass out front, still loose, picked up by Smith. Smith down the slot, blocked in front. Good block by Obernader. Pass goes. Wehausen out of the box, throws a shot off the pads. Loose in front, Anderson can't get a hold of it, cleanly blocked again. 1:55 to go now in the power play. Wehausen off the stick and into the netting with 150. We'll get a change in the top power play unit will come out for the Voyagers.
Justin, obviously you don't want to let up a goal like that. That's why you get the holding penalty originally down there coming. But do you think something in part of it is because they've let up so many shorthanders, especially in these last couple of games?
Well, that's just a bad turnover at the top of the zone, and a block shot, and you get beat cleanly and you take them down. It was just a good play, and Fondy's going to get another one here. Obernader came up high on the check of Max Grenia. He will go off, and he's wondering why.
Did you think it was a penalty, Justin?
I didn't see it cleanly. It's head contact, so it's got to be something bad. He's wondering why. He's saying his hands went up into his face. The ref's saying, Obernader said it went into his chest. The ref's saying it went into his face. So now Fondy will take another one. It'll be 5-on-3 now. And then we'll see what they run here. There's multiple different ways to run a 5-on-3 power play.
Is head contact just a conversation that it might be turned into a 5?
It could be a 2 and a 10 is what it would be the only thing that I could think. Fondy doesn't have the penalty on the board now. 13:06. Yep, and we're wondering, we had the question here why this is not a 5-minute penalty. I guess not. Grenia, backdoor shot. Nobody home. Comes up top. Van Helden can't hold at the line. Fondy clears. 1.5 to go on the Wayner penalty. The second half of his penalty. Austin Lee will bring it into the right wing. Lee with speed, cuts around Momentum. Pass out front. Anderson can't get it cleanly. A clearing attempt, doesn't get out. Van Helden held. Shot in front, rebound loose. Good pad save by Gamble and kicked it out strongly where nobody could get to it cleanly, and it's fired all the way down.
What was even more impressive is the defenseman is right there to clear all the way to the board because the goalie's job is to stop the shot. You want it with control, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, you got to have to find your chance where your goalie can get it cleanly, and you're there to clear. Bondi's done a good job clearing here to start this power play. Koceric brings it up in the own zone. Koceric drops back for Anderson. Anderson cross-ice pass, too strong for Palmer Anderson.
Boy, you almost feel like Depere has to capitalize here on this 5-on-3 to feel like they can get themselves back into this game.
Koceric shoots. Gamble makes the stop. Maddox King tries to get it out. He does. He fires it all the way down. Battled through a couple players. Now 20 seconds to go on this Wayner penalty and 40 to go on the one from Obernader. Wehausen down the right wing. 10 seconds now left with the Wayner penalty. Wehausen drops it back to Koceric behind the net. Koceric pass out front. Hits Waffle. Gives it over to Leo Dose. Tipped in front. Wide. One penalty is over. 15 seconds to go now in the power play. Landon Smith shot into the chest of Gamble. Loose in front. Cleared away by Caden Momentum. Cross-ice pass to Leo Dose. Dose walks down. Shoots. Tipped wide by Mason Freese. Pass in front. Tipped wide again by Cade Koceric this time. And the penalty is over.
So impressed with the way Gamble played that. He was at the top of the crease, cutting down all of the angles and trusting that his defenseman would be there to clear.
Landon Smith throws a pass by everybody. Leo Dose tries to beat Obernader to it, but it's picked up by Waffle. Dane Waffle with a pass for Landon Smith. It's too far. Will it be an ice? No, they won't call it. Momentum rims it around. First time we're seeing Lundin out there for this Voyagers team. Tries to get it away from Landon Smith. Landon Smith still got it, spins and shoots. Blocked in front by Momentum. Bonnie doing a great job of knocking pucks down. Board pass for Zabel, too far. It's an ice with 10:27 to go in the second. Shot 16-7, but Colin Gamble has been the story for the Cardinals so far.
Wow, how crucial they are to get a PK for both of those penalties from Fondy, and now they get the icing. They get to go off and change. Some of those guys get arrested. Man, oh man. Still 1-0 is honestly surprising.
Lundin, Prokop, and Murdano out there with Sands and Verboort on D. Rimmed around for Maddox King. He chips in. Verboort picks it right up. Cross ice pass hits Reed Sands. Sands with a quick up. Chipped into the neutral zone. Lundeen can't get to it cleanly. Pass for Maddox King. 2-on-2 rush with Zabel the other way. King on the backhand. Has it poked away. Backhand shot blocked in front by Reed Sands. Chipped. Czar knocks down with the glove. Shoots into the chest of Maddox King. Prokop chips. Doesn't get it all the way out. Lundeen battles with Maddox King and Cooper Sobel. Sobel gets bumped around. Puck is still loose. Maddox King gets it out. Can't keep it in the zone. Obernader's got it offside. Zabel can't play.
First time he did a nice job of holding it at the blue line, but the second time it cleared.
Bertrano throws it cross ice, dumped in off the blocker, and once again goes straight up. Just kind of nonchalant from Colin Gamble. Doesn't get it cleanly. Dumped in by Van Helden. Burkholz gives chase on Obernader, bumps him off the puck. He gets it rimmed all the way around, picked off by Austin Lee. Pass to Burkholz in the middle of the ice. Burkholz spins away, dumps it down, stolen by Cooper Sobel. Sobel throws a pass for Killian Murphy, can't find him in stride. Sobel will dump it in deep. It'll be picked up by Van Helden in his own zone and brought behind the cage. Bonnie has not had a shot in a while. Pass goes to Max Grenier on the stretch pass. Grenier working on Obernader, comes around the backside of the cage, gets ridden off the puck by Obernader. Caden Umentum will steal it away from Austin Lee. Gets tied up. It's chipped around by Mason King in deep. Van Helden will cut him off and pick up the puck. Van Helden spins away from Mason King, throws it up the boards for Austin Lee. Lee trying to find someone in the middle of the ice, cannot. It's dumped back in deep by Caden Umentum. Pass goes back to Wiskow. Wiskow quick up the wall, hits his man in stride. It's Wiehausen. Wiehausen dumps it in deep. Burkholz will have to give chase. Landon Smith will join. Czar pins his man up. Burkholz chips it back behind the net. It's picked up by Wiehausen, dropped for Landon Smith. Smith comes out of the corner, shot off the outside of the net. Had some room upstairs, short side, just at about the ear hole of Colin Gamble. Rimmed back for Mason Freese. He fires it back into the pressure. Umentum is tied up by Landon Smith. Puck goes up top. Kept into the line by Van Helden. Knocked down to the glove by Landon Smith. He dumps back in deep, but it's stolen away by Umentum. Umentum makes one move, makes another move, pokes it around, trying to use some speed to get to the outside. A 1-on-3 situation. Pins it up against the wall and waits for some help. Knocks down his man in the corner. Battling hard. Tries to get the puck loose, cannot. Picked up by Koceric in his own zone. Koceric drops it over for Wiehausen. Koceric gets it back from Wiehausen. Czar tries to chip it out of the neutral zone. Koceric wins the battle, but Umentum will pick up and chip it in the neutral zone. Czar can't get it cleanly away from his man. It's kept in at the line by Umentum. Umentum fires it in the middle of the ice off the skate of Czar. It negates the icing with 7:25 to go in the second.
This part of the second period is sponsored by the Michaels Corporation. We want to thank them for being one of our sponsors here for the second period.
7:15 to go in the second period. Fondy yet to get a shot in this second period. They came into the period with 7 shots. They're being outshot a whole lot. 9-0 in this period so far, or 10-0. I think it was 9 shots coming in.
Yep, 9-0 right now. Great work here by Depere trying to clear.
In his own zone, they'll get it out. Koceric will pick it up. Cooper Sobel with a good back check. Knocks it away. Sobel tries to get it back, but Van Helden steals. Pass from Obernader. Nobody home. It's off the stick of Wiskow, and it'll stay in the Depere zone with 6:40 to go in the period now. Wiskow picks it up in the own zone, fires it up on the wall. Chipped in deep by Palmer Anderson, giving chase. Mason King with a great back check to get to it cleanly. Palmer Anderson poked it away. Mason King gets it back. It's kept in at the line. Palmer Anderson makes a move and bumped off the puck by Peyton Umentum. One-time attempt fired wide. Not really much on that one from Depere. Nothing cleanly as the puck was bouncing. Czar behind his own net will bring it up with speed to Mason King. King chips off the boards. Too strong for everyone. Dose fires it back. Palmer Anderson steals. He's got his break. Palmer Anderson in alone. Shot 5-hole. Gamble covers. Where is it? It's on the goal line. He's got it. Colin Gamble makes the save, and a no-no from Colin Gamble. He backs up into his own net, which you don't want to do if you don't know where the puck is.
Especially scary when it's down there 5-hole. You kind of trap it under you, and then you're backing up. You can drag that thing right across the line. He's very fortunate he didn't, keeping it going.
Dangerous play from Palmer.
Yeah.
Dangerous chance for Palmer Anderson. He drew that holding call earlier on Brady Wayner. Draws one forward. Burkholz into the chest of Colin Gamble. Good win on the draw by Will Burkholz and cleanly gets a shot attempt away. Umentum's got to watch out for that. 5:58 to go in the second. Draw one back to Czar, rimmed all the way around for Maddox King. He can't get there. Puck is off the stick of the defenseman. He can't pick up his stick. The goaltender's got nowhere to go with it, fires it right into Killian Murphy.
He should have rimmed it right away instead of waiting to play with it.
And his defenseman did the wrong thing, too. You go to corners.
You don't bring a player to you.
Yep,
right.
You go to the corners. And you...
Unfortunately,
yeah.
Or fortunately for Depere, it had no consequence.
Pass in the middle of the ice, hits Max Greenya, chips around one man, tries to get it to Burkholz. Burkholz, backhand pass, goes to nobody. Maddox King gets hit hard on the hip check. Bonnie was looking for a penalty call. No way. Fired high and wide by Killian Murphy.
I thought Waffle did a nice job with that hip check.
Cleanly, didn't seem like he got anything part of the knee at all. Greenya tries to pick it up. Lost it, gets it back, gives it to Austin Lee. Lee will dump in deep for Max Greenya. Greenya chips back up the boards for his defenseman, Waffle. Gets it poked off by Czar. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. They'll give it to Czar. He'll work on a 1-on-2. Shot into the chest. First shot of the period coming way into this one at the 13-10 mark, or 12-10 mark. Bonnie picks up their first shot on a harmless shot into the chest of Van de Ven.
Harmless shot, but at least they got one going now. Possibly break the seal in the second period. My goodness.
Shots are now 21-8 in favor of Depere. Just haven't found anything cleanly on Colin Gamble yet. Beckett Weber will try to dump in deep for Cooper Sobel. Cannot. Stolen and chipped up the boards for Wiehausen. Wiehausen can't get to it cleanly. Obernader picks up in his own zone, flips into the middle of the ice, all the way down. It'll be an icing with 4:35 to go in the second. Not that Fondy needs a change, but, you know, Jeff's favorite time of the day.
Yeah, but this actually wasn't. I mean, we haven't yet seen Justin an intentional ice to change. So I'm not going to complain about these icings that we've seen so far. But, yeah, the fact that there is no consequence for icing really drives me bonkers when it comes to high school hockey.
Draw one back by the foot of Cade Koceric. Battle forward from Landon Smith and Freezy. Drops it down deep to Wiehausen. Wiehausen took a little bit too much time to get it up top. Van Helden tipped in front just wide. Koceric trying to pick up his third of the year, just tipped it wide. Chipped around by Obernader. Beckett Weber in his own zone, throws in the middle of the ice, too far, but it gets out. Ace Wiskow picked it up in the neutral zone. It's dropped back for Landon Smith. Smith has it poked off his stick. Wiskow's got it now. Chips it up the wall to Landon Smith. He'll dump in deep, just behind the net. Cade Koceric will chase on Obernader. Obernader will knock him off the puck. It's picked up by Beckett Weber. Weber chips. Shot. Van Helden off his own man. Palmer Anderson knocks it down. Shot into the chest of Colin Gamble. Fired wide of Van Helden. Comes all the way down. It doesn't have the juice for an ice with 3:40 to go. Quick up. Nobody home. Obernader steals. He's just got to dump because otherwise it would have been offsides with Sink was in the zone. Man with speed coming in hot is Wyatt Williams. Shot Gamble with the save. Rebound. Williams into the chest of Gamble.
Good follow-up on that shot. As you mentioned before, the rebound control is a struggle right now for Gamble. He didn't have anybody back there to help clear. He made the initial stop, but he had nobody else to help clear the puck for him.
This line has been very good, the 12, 13, 14 line. Palmer Anderson has been all over the ice so far for this Voyagers team, and you can see it. Chipped. Umentum, and we're going to take one, or are we going to take both? I think we're just going to take Zabel.
Yep, I think so as well. That's going to be a hold.
And the Voyagers will get another chance on the power play, the fourth time technically for them today. They will be on the power play, 3:02 to go in this one, and Parker Zabel will go off at the 13:58 mark, Jeff.
I even wrote it for you just so you could figure it out. With the hold, 2 minutes in the box, and we'll see once again. What are we at here, Justin? Is this the fourth time?
Well, they had the 5-on-3, so
yeah.
You can say the fourth time technically. Technically, they're 0 for 4 on the power play. We'll see this power play unit of...
How many more times, if you're the Cardinals, do you want to gamble?
Probably not too many. Pass goes up top. Waffle gives it over to Austin Lee. Lee has it go through between his legs, but good play by Maddox King to realize that Austin Lee didn't have that cleanly. He pressures him, it gets dumped in deep, and Czar fires it all the way out. Umentum will give chase, and he'll go behind the net. Picked up by Austin Lee with speed. Lee cuts in the middle of the ice, 4-on-2 rush. Lee drops it for Max Greenya. Greenya spins away from Czar, looks around. Greenya cuts back along the half wall. Gets it up top to Waffle, back to Lee. Lee walks down, shot through a screen, loose in front. Gamble makes the save. Czar will pick it up, and he will fire it out. Good play by Brady Wayner in front of the net to clear that one away into the corner, and Czar clears. The Fondy penalty kill has been very good today. The goaltender trips his own man. Umentum gives pressure. It's rimmed all the way around for Leo Dose. Dose will hit Max Greenya in stride on the far side. Greenya spins away from Wayner. Looks around. Greenya on the backhand. Gets back up top. Throws a saucer pass over to Leo Dose. Back to Max Greenya. Dose picks it up on the half wall. Backdoor pass. Rebound in front. Gamble once again. Struggling. That one fired wide. It might get out. It will.
Wow, was that a lucky job there that nobody was on the back door. Cleared there by the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Starts with a good screen and net by Cade Koceric. It wasn't seen cleanly by Colin Gamble. That's why the rebound was a little iffy. 30 seconds to go on the power play now. Van Helden had it hop over his stick. He meant him with a chance. What a play from Van Helden on his back and knocks it away. Walked in front. Wiehausen has it knocked off his stick. Koceric chips. Pass in front. Tipped wide. Shot from Koceric off the chest of Gamble. And it gets out. Fondy with the clear, dodging some bullets is Colin Gamble right now. He's seen 25 shots now. 4-on-1 if they caught the pass. Didn't realize it. Rimmed all the way around. It's coming all the way out. Power play over. 1 minute to go in the period. Pass comes up for Cade Koceric. Handcuffed him a little bit. He'll get to it cleanly though. He's got a man in the middle of the ice. Landon Smith. He'll shoot. Gamble with the stick save and steers it wide. Rimmed around. Kept in by Leo Dose. Shot in front by Lundeen. Smith gets to it. Backhander off the toe of Colin Gamble. Leo Dose keeps it in. Chipped off the legs of Landon Smith. Smith fires it out front. He gets it back. Doesn't get a clean handle on it. Shot just wide. Kept alive by Umentum. Umentum fires it all the way down. It's going to be an ice. With 19, they're going to give it 18.4 seconds to go in the period.
Another fantastic power killer there from the Fond du Lac Cardinals, able to keep him off the board once again for Depere. But what a play from Van Helden down here, possibly to prevent the breakaway coming on the other end from Fondy.
18.4 seconds to go. Top line comes out for Depere against the top line of the Cardinals. They're going to boot out the center of Burkholz. Austin Lee will come in to take the draw. Lee wins it back. Shot coming, blocked in front. Knocked around by Freese. It's a hand pass in their own zone. In USA Hockey, that is in your own zone, you can do it. In NFHS and in college, you cannot.
Yeah.
In his own zone, Czar tries to pin it up. Greenya picks it away with 7 seconds now. Greenya spins, got a man out front. Looks for a shot just over top of the bar, and it fired wide with no time left. Fondy escapes the second period, getting outshot. Well, we got now, 17-1?
Yeah.
17-1 in that period. Colin Gamble with a great period. It stays 1-0. Jeff will take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk some shop and some stats after this.
Second intermission here is sponsored by the Holiday Automotive. Worth the trip. We'll be back.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, what?
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tegla Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Play is everything. It's development, expression, fun, socialization, community, inclusion, connection, adventure, and discovery. We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. Join our movement. Bring intergenerational, inclusive, and developmentally rich play to your community today. Visit bciburke.com and see how play can move you.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, Starting a family or planning for what's next? We make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
Goaltender.
Welcome back here to the Fond du Lac Blue Line. Second intermission here. And yeah, they haven't changed the 12 minutes up on the clock, so we have no idea what it is going to be here actually for the teams as they come out. Justin, give us a recap here of what happened in that second period besides the 36 penalties.
Shots were 18-1.
Oh.
Fondi didn't get a shot until 12:10 into the period, and it was a dump into the chest of the goaltender. I mean, they got heavily outworked, minus in front of their own net. In front of their own net, they were fantastic. Czar, Obernader, Wayner were great in front of the net. They cleared pucks. Mason Freese as well. Things just didn't really get anything quality other than a couple shots for Depere. Colin Gamble's standing on his head right now. I mean, if there's a reason that Fondi's in this game, it's Colin Gamble. I mean, they're getting outshot 28-8. They got one shot in the second period with the long change. They were hemmed in their zone for probably 13 of the 17 minutes, and the other part of it they weren't. They were on the power play.
Do you think that has anything to do with the penalties that they had in that period, Justin? I mean, they had technically they had 4 penalties, but
no, because when it was 5-on-5, the puck was in Fondi's zone the majority of the time anyways. The penalties that were, I mean, the 2 holding penalties are created by hard work. It was hard work from Depere, both of them by Palmer Anderson. Hard work, he gets held, they call a penalty. It was pretty simple. I mean, he just outworked people and ended up drawing 2 penalties. I mean, I have no problem if a penalty is called and it's a hard-working penalty, but the holding penalties are lazy penalties. Yes, you don't want Palmer Anderson to get that chance on the breakaway. That is a thing, but Colin Gamble's been great, and he made the stop anyways. You didn't have to take him down. You just trust your goaltender a little bit. You keep that consistent back pressure. Obviously, Fondi's penalty kill has been fantastic, but again, that starts with Colin Gamble. Things have gotten a little iffy with him. A couple rebounds have been a little dicey at times, but he's doing it well.
Let's talk a little bit about, give the recap here of those penalties. The first penalty for Fond du Lac at 15:23.
What?
15:23.
At 1:37.
That seems a little late for the first penalty.
Nope, 15:23 on the clock. And it was a double penalty, so it became a 4-minuter for Brady Wayner. He got a holding, and then he got called for an unsportsmanlike conduct. So that put 4 minutes up on the clock. And then at the 13:14 mark on the clock, Depere Voyagers take a tripping penalty. That was by number 21, Ace Wiskow, and it ended up skating 4-on-4 for that 2-minute penalty, and that left about 2 minutes and 3 seconds, I believe it was, left in that next penalty for Fond du Lac to kill off. Then at the 13:02 mark, penalty by number 7, Nick Obernader, with a head contact. And once again, they're skating 5-on-4 on the power play opportunity for Depere. And then another 55 seconds later, number 27, Parker Zabel, takes a holding penalty, and now Fond du Lac is on a penalty kill from a 5-on-3. And Justin, like you said, Gamble stood on his head during that period.
And when Gamble wasn't good, his defensemen in front of him, the four that have played, Obernader, Wayner, Czar, and Freese, were fantastic at taking sticks away, clearing pucks. Maddox King made a couple nice plays on the penalty kill as well. Fondy's penalty kill was very good. If there's a bright side to them and looking at this, your penalty kill is perfect today so far.
And you would hope that that's going to continue to hold, or you'd actually hope that they don't get any penalties. Makai, what were your thoughts so far of that second period?
Yeah, my thoughts, fantastic penalty kill like we talked about from the Cardinals. Here's my problem, though, and I think this has to go into the locker room here during the second intermission. Trying to fire the guys up on the offensive side of the zone, because even if you're taking away those penalties on the Fond du Lac Cardinals, Depere spent a lot of time in their offensive zone when it was still 5-on-5. They were setting things up, and Colin Gamble has been fantastic in net all night, but it's only going to last for a certain period of time, right? If they continue that sustained pressure, one of them is going to slip in, and we won't have a 1-0 ball game anymore. It'll be 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. So if there's anything to take away from, I guess there's two things. Like we talked about, the penalty kill there for Fond du Lac, awesome, but they've got to get going on offense. And if they can't do that, they might be in trouble in this third period.
We're going to step aside here, and we're going to come back. As you can see again on the Quest Interior scoreboard, the score for Fond du Lac 1, Depere 0, but Depere has outshot the Fond du Lac Cardinals 28-8. We'll step aside here, we'll hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back and we'll find out what these gentlemen think is the conversation in the locker room. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Justin Schwartzmiller and Makai Ackerman, and Jacob is listening in as well. We'll be back here from the Fond du Lac Blue Line after these messages.
To help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank. Banking made personal.
Add more joy to your holiday season and drive with confidence this winter in a new vehicle from Holiday. Choose GMC Sierra and score rates as low as 0%. Plus beefy trade assist cash on top of our low simplified price while you enjoy our exceptional guest care.
A great vibe, excellent service, and genuine care. That's what you get here.
Come be our guest and go from wish list to reality.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
So my name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here, I work here, my son works here, my wife works here, so it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have two that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family, and that's what we strive for.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com. Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
Welcome back here to the welcome back here to the Fond du Lac blue line as we get ready here to start the third and hopefully final period. Justin, give me your thoughts about what is the coach from Depere saying to his boys.
Get more traffic. That's probably the simplest way to think is because Colin Gamble has seen the majority of the shots today cleanly. It's just that you got to try to get the pucks to the net, get some traffic in front of him. The couple of times he had traffic in front of him, the rebound control wasn't great. Got to find a way to power through any sort of stick checking or stick lifting in front of the net too.
You also know Coach Ryan Saracen pretty well. What is he saying to his boys?
The first thing I think he probably said was telling them to wake up because that was a very slow and lackadaisical period from Fond du Lac. I mean, if any period that you give up 18 shots in general is a problem, now only having one shot and it wasn't a quality chance. They did have a quality chance earlier in the period. Zabel had a backdoor opportunity that was fired wide. But other than that, it was a struggle. And I know he probably was not thrilled with the way his guys played in that second period. But, again, you come out unscathed and you're up 1-0. He probably went in the locker room and told every one of his guys to go pat his goaltender on the pads because he's the reason you're in the game right now.
Yeah, and you heard me tell him when I was interviewing him for the coach's interview, what I love about Coach Ryan Saracen is he tells you like it is. Doesn't sugarcoat it, and whether it's good or bad, he just tells you like it is. And I would agree with you, Justin. I will bet you that he went into the locker room and said, we have to shoot the puck. And we got to stop dinking around and having that puck down in our zone. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah,
Mackay, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, Mackay, your thoughts here, quick as we get ready here to start the third period.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Fondy's in this position because of their goalie and pretty much their goalie solely. I mean, Colin Gamble has been fantastic down low. Justin talked about he kind of got a little sloppy there towards the end, but it's a lot of pressure in his face up there. There's so much movement down in the slot. It's hard to see, and when you get those rebounds, he's been very fortunate that his guys have been there and not somebody in a red jersey. But, hey, go pat him on the pads, say, heck of a job, keep it up, and hopefully the Fondy Cardinals can get some offensive zone pressure here.
You know, you lose a goaltender of the caliber of Spencer Schober. It's hard for a team to recoup from that the next year, but right now it's looking like he's still in the net. But, I mean, Colin Gamble's playing fantastic, and for Depere, I mean, you wonder, what do we have to do to beat him? How do we beat him? Because, I mean, the other thing I can say for Depere is a lot of shots they have taken have been low. The rebound shots, stuff like that. They haven't really picked any corners yet. And yet Gamble, the couple times he got beat in that game the other night against Neenah, the corners were picked. They went top shelf, high glove, high blocker, things that corners were just picked. He beat them cleanly. A couple times today I've seen him get a little bit too far behind his feet, and he's too deep in the crease, but they shot it low, and it was an easy stop for him, Jeff.
Yep, it is. So he's had pretty good rebound control. Like there's been a couple of lapses here, but when you get 50 shots, I mean, that's what it feels like, right? You're saving. And I know it was only 18, but it was 2, 3, 4 at a time within a 30-second period is what it seemed like. So he's working his tail off early. Here we go, ready for the start of the third period here.
And we are underway. It'll come with a Max Greenya. 2-on-1. Quickly, Austin Lee backdoor. Greenya shoots, rebound, scores.
Wow, that was quick.
Austin Lee, 8 seconds in, and we are tied.
You know what I'm going to tell you, Justin? That looked exactly the way things happened against Waupun. Although at that time, they had absolute control of that game in Waupun.
So that's going to go 8 from 4 and 10. Draw one by Burkholz, back to Greenya, the forward, who they had playing in a defenseman spot so he can get speed and pick it up. A low shot, a rebound right in front. Austin Lee buries, and it's a new game. It's 1-1. Fondy's got to reset quickly. Obernader picks it up in his own zone. Zabel got caught cutting a little bit too early. He tries to win the race. He doesn't. He gets it in deep. Picked up by Ace Wiskow. Wiskow rims it up the wall. Picked up by Max Greenya, chip into the middle of the ice. Austin Lee with speed. He's got Obernader beat if he uses his speed. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Shot into the glove of Colin Gamble.
Good read right there by Gamble to stay on angle and tight to that pipe.
It was a nice move by Austin Lee, but he
Too
had
far.
all the speed in the world.
Right.
He had every chance to just beat Obernader cleanly with speed, but he cuts to the middle of the ice. Now the 30th shot of the game for Depere. Draws one back to Eli Czar and rimmed around for Maddox King on the set play. 2-on-2 rush the other way, coming in with Killian Murphy and Caden Umentum. The goal scorer for the Cardinals. Late in that first period, he's bumped off the puck. It's in deep, and Leo Dose gets to it, rims it all the way back around. Eli Czar pinches and keeps. Dunks around one check. Throws it in the middle of the ice, tipped wide by Maddox King. Picked up by Killian Murphy. Murphy has it stolen away by Landon Smith. Smith with speed. He's got a man alone. 2-on-2 rush. He's got a man coming in late. Cade Koceric. He hits him in the slot. Fires it wide.
What a nice play set there by Depere.
And just caught puck watching was Killian Murphy on the back check. Didn't see Cade Koceric in the middle of the ice. Caden Umentum gets to it and chips it in the middle of the ice. Stolen by Leo Dose. Picked up by Wiehausen and dumped in deep. 15.5 to go in this one. Pass in the middle of the ice. Palmer Anderson gives pressure. It's dumped back in deep. Anderson will chase on Wayner. Knocks it away. Man loose in front of the net. Passes loose. Shot into the chest of Colin Gamble. He stays strong and robs Wyatt Williams, who was all alone out front.
Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford, a family medicine specialist. Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors.
Bell with a great chance. It was fired wide. Shot by Williams into the chest of Gamble once again. And who else but is in front of the net? Palmer Anderson has been everywhere for this Voyagers team tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, I'll bet you that coach, and I cannot think of the coach.
JB Capo.
Thank you.
Or JP Capo.
Capo, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's been there for a long time. I'll bet he went into the locker room and he said, you've got the speed, and you just got to keep firing shots, and we're going to get him past Gamble. Because what I've seen out here, they've out-hustled Fond du Lac, getting the pucks into the zone, and they're moving it better instead of trying to just shoot straight into him.
Yeah, not only out-hustled them, but now they're out-shooting him once again 4-0 just to open up this third period.
Breezy has it stolen by Easton LaBelle. Obernader battles with LaBelle in the corner. Chipped up the wall, and
that should be a hook or a trip.
We're going to take both of them here. It's going to be Palmer Anderson, I believe, is going to go as well as Obernader. Nope, it's either 14 or 12. I don't know which one they're going to go with here. One of them's, I think they're taking both. And Obernader's, he's skating back to the bench, but he's going too. They're going to bring 12. I think that would be Wyatt Williams, if that's who it's going to go. Nope, they're going to hide him on the bench here. Nifty little trick right here. They're going to try to stick a different man into the penalty box. Nope. It's not going to work. He was going off to try to get checked on an injury, which is the right call from these officials here, and they noticed it. A little sneaky play from Coach JP
but he was hurt, and I saw him go off right off the bat. So he skated over to see the trainer.
Yep. And Easton LaBelle and
what was the call for him, Justin?
I didn't see what the call was.
I didn't see a call either. He just was pointing.
He was matching minors, and it stays 5-on-5.
Call it a rough?
Probably. I'll just call them both roughs. Sounds good to me. Holding probably could have been one, whatever you really want to call. Good steal in their own zone and ripped out into the neutral zone. Max Greenya has it. Spins away from Umentum, dumps it back in deep on the backhand. Czar pokes it wide of Colin Gamble.
Why are they skating 5-on-5, Justin, if there was penalties?
Matching minors.
Oh, so since it was both
it's
at the same time.
Coincidentals.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Dumped in deep. It'll be picked up by Michael Van Helden. Van Helden gets bumped off by Zabel. The captain throws it in the middle of the ice. Burt Colts has an assist on that last goal. It's dumped in deep. It'll be an ice. Now they're going to wave it off.
Okay.
There's been a couple times the puck's been behind the red line, and they've waved it off. Austin Lee tries to chip for Cade Koceric, could not find him cleanly. Lee has it go off his glove. Puck is loose. Greenya walks into the slot, shoots into the chest of Colin Gamble. Gamble with another save. Shots now 33-8. 5-0 to start this period in favor of the Voyagers.
Boy, you cannot win games if you're not putting pucks on net.
or getting the puck out of your zone.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle for Fondy in the last 40 minutes, 30 minutes of this game. On the backhand, Landon Smith gets it up top. Shot from the captain, tipped wide. Good play by there. We're seeing Mason Holmes on defense for the first time. He knocked that one away. Czar with a quick pass, stolen by Landon Smith. Weehausen gives chase. Pass in the middle of the ice, stolen by Landon Smith again. Smith cuts it in the middle of the ice. Shot wired wide. What a shot from Landon Smith. Loose in front, Kosarikin moving a goal.
Wow.
Backhand, forehand, tucks it home. 2-1 lead for the Voyagers. Just like that. What a pass from Landon Smith to find him in the middle of the ice. He was all alone. Cade Kosaric is his name said all night long. It's 2-1 Voyagers. Bondi was looking for a penalty in the middle of the ice as.
Who was on that assist, Justin? Smith?
17 for sure. If they find another one there, it would be difficult for me to remember him. It would be 15 if it was anybody else.
It is now 2-1 for Depere. 34-8 on the shots.
Coach Andy Kiekler is adamant with the official over on the bench looking for a penalty. It was Mason Holmes was knocked down in the middle of the ice behind the play when the puck was in the neutral zone, and nobody saw it, and it was left alone.
I didn't see much of a penalty there. But I wasn't looking.
It would have been interference, if anything, because the puck was way gone. Bondi's got to go now. And a hand pass coming.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's a hold he's going to give him because
he
dropped it to himself.
Yep, he closed his hand on the puck.
Right, so that's what it's going to be.
Griffin Weehausen.
Good call.
Gozarek from Smith. Bonnie down 1. 2-1 now, 13 to go in this one. Sabell in his offensive zone, pass in the middle to Peyton Umentum. Couldn't find Mason King up top. Sabell spins away, and he's hammered by Dane Waffle in the corner. Kosaric dances around one man, chipping in the neutral zone. Brady Wayner, puck is too far for him, but he will win the race and get it back to Mason King. Dane Waffle gets absolutely upended as he was spun away from. Peyton Umentum over the blue line. Cuts around behind the net. Looks around, shot, fired in front. It was blocked. Knocked down by Trevin Rebeck. He tries to get one out front, cannot. Umentum will pick it up in his offensive zone and look up top to Czar. Czar makes a move around one man, walks into the middle of the ice. Czar blocked in front by Dane Waffle. Good stick to get his stick on Eli Czar, who was walking into the middle of the ice. Trevin Rebeck in the corner gets pinned up by Lundeen. Puck goes up the wall and knocked down hard by Beckett Weber. Was Wyatt Williams. Czar makes the move, cuts in the middle of the ice, shot just wide. Not seeing it cleanly was Van de Ven. Czar picks it up in his own zone, lost it in the middle of the ice. It ends up with Cooper Sobel, but it's stolen by Leo Dose. Czar gets it back in the neutral zone. Czar chips it to Trevin Rebeck. Rebeck has it poked off his stick. It's fired into Wyatt Williams. Williams fires it down. It will be an ice at 11:46.
Now this is an icing that really jerks me.
Well, it's a good whistle. Both guys are out of the penalty box now, Jeff.
Yeah, right. But it was 5-on-5 anyways, so an icing, though, again, there's no consequence. You fire it down the ice, and everybody gets a change. The guys come out of the box. I mean, there's nothing there.
Draw one back in their own zone to Reed Sands. Trying to get it out. Green, you can't kick it all the way out, but Maddox King can't hold the line. King upends himself. Puck is dumped in on Van de Ven. There's a shot on goal, Jeff.
Yeah, there we go. We got the first one at 11:30 on the clock.
Oh, they had one before that.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Greenya lost the puck to Mason Freese. It goes into the zone. Greenya steals. Goes back for Austin Lee. He tied this game just 8 seconds into this period. Greenya on the backhand, cuts it in the middle of the ice, spins away, drops it back down low. Umentum steals, but it's picked up. Burkholz drops it for Austin Lee. In the cycle play, they'll go right back down to Greenya. He had a man open. The defenseman pinching in, just couldn't get it to him. He fanned on it. Killian Murphy chips it high off the glass, and it comes out in the neutral zone. Picked up by J.P. Verbort. Fired across to Austin Lee. Lee throws it into the skates of Maddox King, and kind of lackadaisical will get the puck back and slowly bring it out. Max Greenya gets it. Greenya chips into the neutral zone, looking for Cade Koceric. Czar steals and spins away from him behind his own net. He'll wind it up with speed down the left wing wall, cuts around Landon Smith, comes into the neutral zone, cuts back in the middle of the ice, shot off the stick of Van de Ven. Good shot from Czar.
That was a nice attempt right there.
Used the screen well. Nice play by Wiehausen to get a stick on it and dump it in deep. Czar picks it up in his own zone, cuts into the middle of the ice, poked off the puck, but it goes to Umentum. Drop back for Czar. 2-on-2 rush the other way with Parker Zabel. Czar, toe drag move, shot, fires it wide. It was blocked by the defenseman, by Vandenhel. Puck is loose and chipped up the boards. Shot by Wayner is blocked by Koceric again, and this team from Depere is doing a great job blocking shots. Lundin got a chance. Czar steals. Seeing more of this third line in Lundin. Palmer Anderson gets the puck back. Lundin getting a little bit more of an effort now as probably they're checking on Easton LaBelle, who had to go to the box, who came off hurt when he took that penalty. Picked up in his own zone by Ace Wiskow. Wiskow makes a move around one man. Goes right up the boards to Wyatt Williams. Williams can't get it through Cooper Sobel, but it goes back to Ace Wiskow. Wiskow chips up the boards. Palmer Anderson dumps it in deep with 9:15 to go in the game. Finding down 2-1, chipping in the middle of the ice to Obernader. Obernader will wind things up and bring it up down the right wing wall. He's got speed. He gets around one man. Cuts on the backhand. Shields the puck with that offhand. Looks around. Drops it for Freese. It's stolen by Palmer Anderson. 1-on-1. And good play by Obernader to get back and steal it away from Anderson again. Obernader chips up the wall, gets out of the neutral zone, picked up by the captain, William Burkholz. They quick up for Palmer Anderson on the near side. Stolen by Obernader. Obernader dumps behind the net for Freese. Puck comes dangerously out front and taken away by Cooper Sobel. Wyatt Williams, and we're going to get a power play here for Fondy. It's going to be a hook. It's going to go either on Williams or Burkholz. It'll go on Burkholz, I believe. Nope, they're going to give it to Williams at the 8:21 mark. Fondy will go to the power play. They're 1-for-1 on the day. We'll see if they can tie things up with just over 8.5 to go, Jeff.
This part of the game is presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Thanks to Fogel Family Dentistry for jumping in here with us. Part of my frustration so far watching this game, Justin, and we talked about it off ice or off air, is that Fond du Lac is so much better than this, from what I have seen. And my frustration is that they've been a little lackadaisical at times, turning over the puck like this right here. I mean, that's just a.
That's actually a really good play by Czar.
But that wasn't his intent. He was trying to pass it.
Yep.
And dropped it instead because it went into the feet of the defenseman.
Bonnie's got to get a power play set up here with 1:25 to go, and we're getting a penalty here. It's going to be a head contact call. Yeah, we're going to see 5-on-3, I believe, here. Fondy's going to get a real nice chance to tie this one. It'll be Leo Dose going off for head contact at the 8:57 mark of the third period. Fondy, and this is a time where, you know what, I see Coach Ellingson handing the board to Ryan Saracen, and this is a good timeout, Jeff. This is the right time. You got a 5-on-3 power play, and we'll stick here because we're going to explain what Fondy's going to do with this. Now, 5-on-3, you're going to collapse. They run the triangle, as they call it. You want to collapse your top guys in, squeeze them in that triangle, and get the shots from your outer two guys, crash the net, find rebounds. Fondy's got to find a way to get pucks through because Depere's done a great job with when Fondy's gotten chances at blocking shots and getting sticks in good passing lanes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got nearly a minute and a half here to shoot and crash. Hopefully they can execute because, like you said, I mean, just getting out hustled, getting out shot here early in this third period. Depere has come out swinging. Down 1-0 coming in. Now they're up 2-1. This is Fondy's premier chance to get right back into this game.
Yeah, and you got punched in the mouth early in this period, and you battled a little bit more late in the period. The puck's been in your offensive end a little bit more. You kind of, you got a chance here. We were like, all right, well, we've gotten punched in the mouth in this third period. We got a chance here to tie this thing up and maybe get the lead, and it would be a whale of a comeback if the Cardinals can do it, because the shots department hasn't been great. The generating chances department hasn't been much better at all, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that's part of my frustration here with. Let's see now. Maybe they can get themselves back into this. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Health Care and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho.
Puck blocked in front by the own man of Maddox King. Eli Czar works it up top. Aggressive triangle penalty kill from this Voyagers team, trying to keep the puck at bay and to the outside. Obernader drops it back down for Caden Umentum. Umentum looks around, gives it back to Obernader. Back to Umentum. Quick pass. Czar got a shot lane. Shot right into the glove. An easy stop for Van de Ven.
Wow. What I'm not seeing, Justin, is you're right. The penalty kill has just been swarming for Depere. Where are the bodies in front of him?
It's super aggressive. Well, you only put one guy on a 5-on-3. It's a box and one is what you run. What a steal from Austin Lee, and he will fire it cross ice to Burkholz. If Burkholz was smart here, he's offsides. But if Burkholz was smart there, he would have spun back and went to his own zone and killed another 15, 20 seconds left on this penalty. But and that's the thing that in the early season, even in high school hockey, kids don't think about. It's something that doesn't come to their mind right away. It's something that should happen right away, but it doesn't.
Right. I still think that Fondy's got to get people blocking in front of.
I'm going to tell you right now, on a 5-on-3, Jeff, they're only going to have one person in front of the net.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then they got to be able to get somebody that's willing to shoot the puck here. Because
right,
I mean,
but that's the thing right now is that you haven't seen the shooters from Fond du Lac yet either.
One-timer attempt for Czar, blocked in front. What a block by Cade Koceric. And it's fired out. Kozarek with a big block. That's a huge block. This late in the game on a 5-on-3. Now 10 seconds to go in that first penalty to Wyatt Williams. Obernader tries to hit it through Landon Smith. Cannot. Smith, one thing you don't do is fire a backhand on the penalty kill. Kept in at the line by Obernader. He'll get it back up top. Obernader drops it down for Caden Umentum. Umentum back to Obernader. Obernader will walk the line, drop it for Umentum on the goal line. Umentum pass in front to Maddox King, can't handle it. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Peyton Umentum can't get it through Wyatt Williams. He fires it down. There'll be one last rush on this power play. Good pressure by Wyatt Williams to force Obernader to get it up quick to Eli Czar. 10 seconds now on the power play. Pass across. Not for Mason King. It's stolen. Palmer Anderson steals. He'll kill the rest of this power play. What a kill from the Voyagers. Palmer Anderson gets pinned and fired and knocked down by Mason King.
Those hands came up high again.
Dangerous play by Mason King. Obernader will bring it up with speed and dump. He's going to need a change. He's been out there for probably about 4 minutes. Max Grenier will pick it up with speed. He gets back checked by Cooper Sobel. Spins around, gets around the outside of the net. Grenier looks around, patiently waits and cuts into the middle of the ice. Drops it for his man, Leo Dose. Dose tries to fire it out front, looking for Austin Lee. Nobody home. Shot in front into the chest to Gamble. Good job by Gamble to track that from the point. Came from Dane Waffle at the top, into the chest, and holds on with 5:26 to go.
What a crucial PK there from the Voyagers, huh, Justin? You have 5-on-3 for nearly a minute and a half, and Fondy just can't seem to set anything up.
Shots on net.
It's an incredibly aggressive 5-on-3 penalty kill. You don't see many of them that will run the triangle like that and move as much as they did. Most of the time you're almost immobile, but it was an aggressive one and able to kill it off. Now an icing with 5:11 to go in this one.
And we talk about that a lot often in all of the high school sports. Pressure, 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 speed, kills. And in this situation specifically as well, I believe that that pressure that was put there causes the high school but not to be able to think about what do I do.
Burkholz will take the draw against Caden Umentum. Umentum wins it in his own zone. Gets it back for Mason Freese. Freese loses it along the wall. It's picked up. Austin Lee walks into the middle of the ice, drops it to the goal line. Nice play by Eli Czar to get his stick down. Van Helden dumps it in deep. Down to Will Burkholz, back to Grenier. Grenier drops it for Austin Lee.
Little cycle work in there, Justin.
It's good play by Grenia and Lee. This line has been very good in this third period. They try to goal line play to Grenia. He does not there, but he'll cut in the middle of the ice on the backhand. Grenia looks around, drops a backhand pass to nobody. Maddox King will pick it up in his own zone, has it poked off by Will Burkholz. It comes into the neutral zone. Nice play by Grenia to slow things down. Michael Van Helden with speed and rips one into the glove of Gamble. And Gamble smartly plays it right away. Chipped up the boards, Michael Van Helden dumps it in deep. Czar knocks it away with a glove, and it is a hand pass. The whistle will be blown because the puck came into the neutral zone. Whew,
14-16, right? Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to an injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Healthcare can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports.
Reed Sand dumps in, knocked behind the net by Colin Gamble, drops it for Obernader. Obernader slows things down and goes up the wall to Mason King. Quick pass for Peyton Umentum with speed down the left wing wall. Good back check from this Voyagers team. Reed Sands clears him off the puck. It goes back to Reed Sands on the near side. Comes up the wall with the big fellow Landon Smith. Smith, backhand chip for nobody. It'll be an ice. And with 3:43, Fondy will get an offensive zone faceoff. One thing to remember now, Fondy, no timeouts left. So that means, you get into a situation, you got to know when you're pulling your goaltender here. It was probably mentioned in that timeout from Coach Saracen. If we don't score on this power play, and this certain time, if we have possession in the offensive zone, this is when we're pulling the goalie because we ain't got a timeout left.
Got a couple of people who have commented, thanks for the stream, you're so welcome, and go Grenia.
3-on-2 rush coming the other way. Kosarek can't get it in. Again, just smart play. Get the puck in deep. Landon Smith fires one that ends up coming out front, but Zabel will pick it up. Got Mason King cutting across the middle of the ice. He'll hit him in stride, and King comes in off sides, and they're going to say he had possession, but sure. Shot in and covered by Van de Ven. What I mean by possession there, you can go in before the puck if you have technical possession of the puck. He did not. He lost the puck, and he ends up picking it up, and they say that it was considered possession. I don't know if I agree with it, but it wasn't offsides anyways. So 3:17 to go. 2-1. Caden Umentum comes out. We'll see if they start, kind of overloading lines here for the Cardinals in this last 3 minutes. You might see the Umentum brothers coming out together with Zabel. Killian Murphy fires one off the outside of the post. Palmer Anderson all alone, pass too far. It's an ice.
That's a mistake. Bring that back all the way back, not run off a lot of clock time, give them a chance to rest.
Oh, and Fondy's been, the one thing that I can say Fondy's been really good at is in the face-off circle. Fondy's been incredible in the face-off circle today.
Right.
Draw will be taken to the glove side of Van de Ven. One back to the Cards. Blocked in front. What a block from Wyatt Williams. Lundeen out there with Wyatt Williams and Palmer Anderson. Lundeen chips up to Wyatt Williams. Puck goes off the boards. 2-on-1 chance coming the other way. Palmer Anderson and Lundeen poked off his stick by Mason Freese. Pass comes out front. Nobody home. Chance the other way with speed. Killian Murphy down the left wing. Cuts into the middle of the ice. Murphy chips one on net and easily covered up by Van de Ven. Hayes Van de Ven has really not been tested since he gave up that first goal. Hasn't seen a lot of tough shots, maybe a couple chances. Vonnie with 13 shots to the 36 for the Voyagers. Mason King will take the draw and win it back to Peyton Umentum. Obernader tries to make the pass. He's got nobody home. It's stolen.
Numbers.
Burkholz, a 3-on-2. Gives it to Grenia. Grenia, pass out front, nobody home. Czar steals. They got numbers if they go quickly. Mason King can't handle the pass in his skates. He pokes it away. Got a chance to get to it. Pokes it on net, goes wide, and the net comes off. Obernader looking for a penalty, but I don't really know why he was looking for a penalty. Mason King just kind of fell. Face-off, we'll see where they set this. If they think that the Voyagers player knocked Mason King into the net. Otherwise, it should be outside. They're going to keep it in the zone, so they'll say that the Voyagers player had something to do with him. 2:28 to go. No motion to the goaltender to come out and get him. Burkholz wins the draw cleanly. It comes into the neutral zone. Greenya's got speed down the left wing. Brady Wayner gives chase on the back check. Shot into the chest of Colin Gamble. He doesn't know where it is. It's loose. Picked up by Burkholz. Drops it back for Austin Lee. Momentum rims it up the wall. Picks Wayner. Wayner looks in the middle of the ice. Can't get it to his winger. Picked up by Greenya, fired on net, and Gamble just gets a piece of it. Didn't think that shot was coming as quickly as it was from Ace Wiskow.
2 minutes, Justin, and counting here in the third period.
Bonnie's got to get possession because then they'll pull the goaltender, and it's picked up by Umentham. He chips it off the boards. Zabel looks in the middle of the ice. Mason King has it poked away. Landon Smith hits Greenya. Greenya slows things down, cuts into the outside. Pass in front, he's got Smith. Just hops over his stick on the backhand. Puck kept in by Michael Vandeven. Van Helden fired it wide. It was tipped in front. Drops back for Mason King. 1.5 to go. Fondy gets some pressure going north here. They'll pull the goalie, but a missed pass and an icing with 1:25 to go. That can't happen.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake. Have a face
And
off.
nope,
It must have hit the bench, maybe?
No, what they're going to say here is that backside defenseman stepped up into play. And he stepped up on that winger, so that means it's no ice. The puck comes in the neutral zone, and nobody goes to it, so Maddox King will win the race. They're trying to get the goaltender out. They do. Puck will stay in. Obernader with a good keep. The captain, Dane Waffle, up the wall.
6 attackers in there for the Cardinals.
Heinz Wiehausen knocked off the puck. Cardinals need the tie with 1:05 to go. Kozara can't get it out. Shot in front. Saved by Vandeven. Loose in front. Puck's on the ice. Still loose around, and it's fired wide. Good defensive play by the Voyagers. Puck comes up top. Obernader walks the line. Czar does, actually. It's tipped and blocked away by Kozarek. Dropped in low. Peyton Umentham has it chipped up into the netting. There'll be a whistle with 44.5 to go.
Does Depere take a timeout?
I would not take a timeout.
Okay.
I would not take a timeout. Don't give Fondy a chance
to breathe.
Don't give him a chance to get anything written down for a play. This is where Fondy likes to run that play, Jeff, that we talk about all the time. Where they win the draw back to Obernader. Czar's going to pinch right down, and they're going to switch sides actually here. They're going to try to win it back to Czar, and they're going to look for Obernader sliding down, but this one's chipped in by Austin Lee into the neutral zone. Fondy's got to get behind the net and reset with Obernader. He'll slow things down with 35 to go.
Pressure the puck. If you're Depere, don't let him break it out.
Puck comes to Zabel. Zabel chips it in. 25 seconds to go now. Chipped out. Good keep at the line. Battle for it ensues. It's brought all the way across. Good keep by Obernader to pick it in on the backhand. 15 seconds now. Shot is blocked by Waffle. Waffle in a 2-on-2 rush. He does the right thing, gets the red, but he fires it wide. This might kill it all. Greenya fires it wide. This will do it. 5-4, 3-2, and 1. Depere with a third period comeback. Takes the 2-1 lead. 8 seconds in, they scored to make it a 1-1 game, and then just 3 minutes later, it was Cade Kozarek wins it. Actually, yeah, Cade Kozarek will get the winner. 2-1 for the Voyagers. Can't fault anything from Colin Gamble. He stops 36 of 38. What a game from him. He kept Bondy in this game and in the lead for the first 2 periods, Jeff.
Yeah, we're going to step aside here and we'll come back. We'll watch this handshake line and we'll give us our post-game stats here on the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show coming up here after a few messages.
Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, We're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Black Friday isn't just about snagging deals, it's about choosing to shop where it counts. For over a century, Silica's family-owned store has been at the heart of turning houses into homes. This Black Friday season, let our digital price tags hunt down the best prices for you, while our expert team guides you to the perfect choice. Treat your time and money with care, shop local, save more, and feel the difference of shopping at Silica. So from my family to yours, stop by and see why it's Silica for your home.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Here we go.
Welcome back here to the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show.
Yeah, looking for a loan with no hassle, they can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank, your Marion University player of the game. Log on marionuniversity.edu to get started today. I would actually say it's probably Colin Gamble. Even in the loss, I would say Colin Gamble stopping 36 of 38. He was absolutely fantastic today for Fondy. They lose 2-1 on 2 third-period goals, which we will say your BCI Burke play of the game. Log on BurkeCareers.com for the play that moves you. Right away in that start of that third period, draw one by Will Burkholz, right back to Max Greenya, and shot low off the pad, finds his man right in the slot. Austin Lee buries and ties it, and then Kozarek wins it just 3 minutes later. But that would be the play of the game. Our AirTech presents our next game broadcast, no matter which type of heating system you have in your home. The knowledgeable technicians of AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Go to radioplusinfo.com and Jeff's Livestream social pages. Jeff's Livestream social pages on X and Facebook and Instagram for a complete schedule. Jeff, we got all kinds of stuff next week.
Yeah, we've got for Monday, at least we have one Monday off coming up here, which is awesome.
That's kind of cool. But
Tuesday, we've got a full load. Once again, we are packed.
You got a doubleheader over at CWC. Mayville girls will take on CWC, and Sheboygan Christian will come in at that as well. And then I think Mackay actually has Dodgeland and Oakfield. That'll be a good girls basketball matchup in the Trailways, but a big flyweight conference matchup in boys basketball. Cash Farrell will make his return for the Laconia Spartans in that game against the Lamira Lions, which could also be the return of Jackson Bloom off an ACL as well. So a couple guys, coming off that injured list, and a big game at what could be at the top of the flyweight conference. Once again, Lamira started 1-0 in flyweight conference play as they took a big win over the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings on Thursday. So big week coming. Final thoughts from you, Mackay?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of talked about it all game, right? Fondy just couldn't find any time in their offensive zone. They had a couple of shots here and there. Only one shot in that second period. I think we marked down as 6 in the third. And when you're getting outshot 38-10 or 38-14, excuse me, is what the final line was, you're very seldomly going to win games. And that's exactly what you saw here. Colin Gamble can have a fantastic night in the net, and you're still getting outshot by over 20. That's what's going to happen. Depere came out in the third period ready to play. They knew what they needed to do, scoring 8 seconds in, and then 3 minutes later, just putting the go-ahead goal in and ends up being the winner for them tonight. Fondy just got out-hustled, outmatched, and outplayed tonight.
Yeah, Jeff, you got anything else?
Yeah, I know that it came across, and I was very frustrated how Fond du Lac was playing, because they started out, once again, that first period was absolutely, I thought that they played really well. And then after that, I don't want to say it was an energy thing, but you make a couple of mistakes and you just get outshot, out-hustled, especially in that third period, to give up a goal 8 seconds in. I mean, that just has to be deflating. And Coach had talked about it. The mental game of this team needs to be stronger. And you score your first goal, you're happy as sin, and then all of a sudden it's just falling apart after that. And hopefully they'll find an answer here for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Justin, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you take away the last the first 17 minutes, you thought you played well enough to be considerably outshot by 2, 9-7, but it was a good, just overall good period from you, and your goaltender keeps you in a game with the lead all the way through the second period, and you're getting heavily outshot. You think, all right, we're going to steal this one with the play of our goaltender, and you give up an odd man rush 10 seconds into a period, and from there on, it was all Depere from the second period on, but Depere had all the momentum, and Bonnie just couldn't find a way to get clean looks on Vandeven in net for Depere.
Well, again, I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank Justin, and I want to thank Mackay, and I know that Jacob has left already, but I want to thank you guys for being here, giving up your time on a Saturday to help make this broadcast what it was. You guys did a fantastic job once again, so thank you for doing that. One of the things that we do here on Jeff's Livestream before we wrap things up, we always end in a prayer. So if you'd like to join me, please feel free to do so. Heavenly Father, we want to give you all the thanks and praise and the glory for the opportunity that we had today to sit here and witness the creatures that you created, to come out here and demonstrate the skills that you provided for them. Heavenly Father, I was totally amazed at what you have done. Heavenly Father, we also want to give you thanks and praise for the opportunity that we had here at Jeff's Livestream and at Radio Plus to continue to be able to showcase these athletes and also to continue to bring glory to you. Heavenly Father, we ask that you will be with all of these athletes as they are recovering. We know that hockey is a very physical sport. Bumps and bruises definitely took place. We saw that one of the players for Depere appeared to have an injury, and we pray, Lord, that you will help him heal, as well as all of the athletes to try and recover from today's contest. Lord, we also ask that you please be with all of the spectators, the fans, and the athletes as they travel home. Today we pray that the weather will continue to hold out while they try and make it. And finally, Lord, we again want to bring glory and praise to you. Thank you for this glorious day. Thank you for the opportunity that you provided for us to call this contest. In your Son's name we pray. Amen. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a court or a rink near us.